Who's ready for a video? Well, I'm going to drop one anyway. Okay, here we go. Woody kind of did an update on Jay. I am really guessing he didn't get his bond Wednesday. Because he has not made a video. Woody hasn't made a video of him getting out. Like I said, this is all speculation. I've got some feelers out there to people that kind of know the situation, because you cannot look him up. I've tried. If anybody can look him up, and show me where he's still in jail, kudos to you, because I can't find him, and I know how to look somebody up. Okay, I can't find him anywhere, and I do have his real name. Okay. But anyway, Jay, that's no negative comment to you. I'm just trying to, update everybody, god darn it. But anywho, if you still support Jay and want to help him keep on the up and up, we all fall short, fuck it. We all fall short, damn it. And we all need help. Woody's Cash App is Woody Wood 767. Do not fall for the other pages claiming that they have Cash Apps that are helping Jay. They are all fake. And they're stealing your money. Okay? Now we got that out of the way. Today we are, we're going to talk about naloxone. For those of you that may not know what that is. But, anybody that has any update on Jay, is he out? Please, please, please. If he's out, let me know. If he's not, we need to continue to pray for Jay, okay? Like JD says. He's going to try, JD Delay, if nobody knows who JD Delay is, JD is going to try to get him in a program, okay? Because for those of you that don't know, Jay fell off the wagon with alcohol, okay? And it happens, man, it happens. We're fucking not perfect, alright? So, temptation is real, okay? And he had a lot of weight on his damn shoulders. And Jay, if you ever see any of my videos, I love you, man. I love you, love you, love you. I know you don't know me from Adam's House Cat, but you know what? I support you, bro. And I've been there since the beginning of your channel. Me and my old man have. And I support your ass. So I'm going to continue to make these videos till I find out, you're good. Okay? Righty. Okay. We're going to talk about naloxone. Anybody know what this stuff right here does? This right here is what you get to help somebody that has overdosed on opiates. Okay? This right here is how you use it. Y'all see that? You can pause this video if you need to. And if you live in the state of North Carolina, I only know about North Carolina. Anybody that's following me from another state, please comment, okay? I'm going to bend down and get this, it fell. If you live in the state of North Carolina, there is a standing order for NARCAN. You can walk into any pharmacy and say, I need a thing of NARCAN, and they fill it for you. Now, you do have to pay the cost of it. So, you can apply your Medicaid, you can apply the Good RX, or whatever insurance you have, blah, blah, blah. But you can get it. You don't have to have a prescription for it. There's a standing order for it in the state of North Carolina. So, if you want to be wise and carry this, as a parent, as a mother, as a brother, as a sister, as an uncle that may have an addict in your family, this could be priceless. Okay, this could be priceless because this will bring somebody back. Now, if somebody has used Narcan once or twice, now it's probably going to take more than one to bring them back. So, I have 2 here. I have some in my car. I give them out when I go out. I have one in my purse. Like, I have one everywhere. So, it's just, I love everybody, man. And everybody deserves to, be free from fucking addiction. Addiction fucking kills, man. But where everybody doesn't realize that's never dealt with addiction, it starts with mental health problems. And people that have or either had a surgery and live in chronic pain, or you've been prescribed Adderall your whole fucking life and you don't know how to deal with your natural born emotions. You know what I mean? For those of you watching me that don't know what meth is one molecule off from being Adderall. Let that sink in a minute. Meth is one molecule off from being Adderall. The shit that the doctor prescribes you. Now, I'm not saying that, I just don't believe in pharmaceuticals anymore. Ever since the pandemic, you're not injecting my ass with nothing, now, Narcan, Narcan is, I love Narcan because it has saved so many lives. But, the pharmaceutical companies don't always have your best interests at heart. And Suboxone and Subutex are motherfuckers to get off of. And excuse my language, but they are. But I would much rather be on one little orange pill every day than chasing the dope man 24 hours a day to can keep from being dope sick, okay? So for those of you that come on here and say, oh, well, God almighty, you got to take that pill the rest of your life for 4 years or 5 years. Well, at least I ain't chasing the goddamn dope man and catching dope charges, okay? All right? Until you've been there, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Unless you have lived the life of an addict or you've known an addict, if you've not been through it, you have no clue. I grew up, my father was an addict. My mother was an addict. My father died due to complications of alcoholism. And, until you've lived that life, you have no clue. During Hurricane Hugo, me and my mother were in a damn ditch because my daddy was so drunk he didn't know if he was coming or going, okay? And I would have highly wished back then. Now, he was a Vietnam vet, and he did a lot of things that no man or woman should ever have to do. But he didn't know how to deal with this up here. So he drank. And when he drank, he became the world's most evilest man in the world. And every day he started drinking at 4 o'clock unless he had to work. So, it all starts with mental health problems and what we've been put through and what our brain can't comprehend. Some people are tougher than others mentally. And some people, once they've been pushed to that point, they snap. Once the weight gets on your shoulders so much, hold on a minute. I don't have anything in here. But just like this pump. Okay, look. This pump. Once you press it, the shit comes out. You know what I'm saying? If I press that hard enough, it's going to come out and come out, right? Well, if I press it too hard, it's going to break. That's with anything in life. You press on that son of a bitch too hard, it's going to break. And that happens with humans. And when you just so happen to be a felon with a prior criminal history, guess what else happens? You go to jail. And if Jay would have not been a felon, I guarantee you, he'd have done been out. But just because he has that letter F in front of or behind of his name, he's still sitting. That's the only reason. For the debt to society that he has already paid. He already paid that debt. And he paid that debt with prison time. 10 years of it. But he still pays to this day, 8, 9, 10 years later, because once he done his time, he still got labeled with the letter F. And that's the only reason he's still sitting in jail right now if he is. Because he has that letter F. But if he wouldn't have had that letter F, he'd done been out a free man. Make it make sense. Once somebody, unless you've done like killing somebody or mutilating somebody or pedophilia, once you've done your time, man, come on. Like, do you know what that letter F does to you? You can't get a home. You can't get jobs. There's a lot of things that letter F holds you back from. And a lot of men and women get that letter F in front and behind their name when they are children or when they just turned 18 or they had a troubled life. So, and I've had one guy come on here and say, well, you can get it expunged and you can do this and you can do that. Do you know how much money that takes? Let me just shit out some money. That takes money for a lawyer. And half the time being a felon, yes, you can work in construction and make good money, okay? But to get a good job, 9 times out of 10, being a felon, that's little to no. So know what you're talking about, for one. And for two, I lived the life with a felon. So at the end of the day, I lived the life with somebody that is a felon. I have seen the struggles that person goes through. I have seen it, I have seen it, I have seen it. And we have struggled, and we have struggled, and we have struggled. Because he's been denied from jobs just because he's a felon. Is that fair? No. Nobody should be refused to be able to work, to provide for their family. Point blank in a discussion. Point blank. If a man or a woman is willing to come out and work their ass off to get to where they need to be, the letter F should not prevent them from getting a job that makes them be able to care for their family. And I'll say that till I'm blue in the face. It is so hard out here for felons and for people with a record. And here's another thing that really irks my nerve, okay? Really irks my nerve. Public transportation doesn't run everywhere. And people without a license can't get a job. Can't. And you have, DMVs, well, they got to pay this, they got to pay this, and they got to pay that. It's all about money. Money, money, money. In the state of North Carolina, do you know, I know it's a little off topic from the driver's license, but do you know in the state of North Carolina that you as a taxpayer pay $50,000 per inmate per year? Wouldn't you rather the nonviolent criminal get access to mental health care and be out here working and providing for themselves rather than you having to provide for it? And if we, community, get together and say, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm not paying these officials $50,000 a year to let these men and women sit in cells for 23 hours, 22 hours, and not learn anything, not do nothing. And do you realize people with drug charges get more time than pedophiles do? They do. Look it up. But anywho, just do your research before you comment on here. And be real. If you've never gone through it, don't be a keyboard warrior. For the love of God. Like, I don't understand. Like, y'all think y'all know it all. Well, since you got so much money and you know it all, why don't you help us poor folk down here? Okay? Mm-hmm. Or why don't you help somebody clear their record? Or help clear their name so they can get a better job? Put your money where your mouth is. This is a cruel world we live in. And when you fuck up your name or fuck up and get an F behind it, your life is screwed for the rest of your life. You're going to be working in construction the rest of your life. Or you're going to be working at dead-end jobs the rest of your life. Because that's the only place that will hire you. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. And it takes time to get shit expunged off of your record, too, as well. That just doesn't happen overnight. But anyway, I hope everybody has an amazing weekend. It is Friday. And please continue to pray for Jay and his family and Woody. Because I know Woody is like getting his... I know he's like... Everybody's commenting on his shit, being an asshole. And for all these other YouTubers out here... shitting on Jay's name, karma will come back to you tenfold. And I hope when it does, that you can't leave the toilet. Because it can happen to you quicker than you could ever think. Okay? Remember, NARCAN will save somebody's life. I love y'all. Peace out.